The world's first GTR wagon is about to begin, and I can't wait. So as you can see, this is the DTM Fiberworks GTR kit. It's made for the coupe, so it does not fit at all. I know the front bumper is going to fit just fine. They're all interchangeable pretty much. The fenders though, they're much longer. As you can see, this part's a lot bigger, but I also have a lot of spider cracks from the damage in the box. The rear bumper I'm going to show you, that's messed up. But that's actually a good thing that it's only on these parts and not nowhere else, because as you can tell, this is much smaller, so I'm going to have to cut all this down, probably trim it right here so all the spider cracks will get removed. But as you can see, it's like a good 2 inches longer, so all this probably into here has to be cut off. So what I might do is either move the M3 badge forward, the grills, I don't really put the M3 badges on it, but I'm either going to move it forward 2 inches up to here, or I'm just going to completely seal it up and have no grill on the side, or I might do an E90 grill. I'm going to see. But little hairline cracks here. All of this has to be prepped either way. They prepped a bunch of it, which is good. The only thing that surprisingly fit like a glove was the rear flare. Like, look at that, it forms on the body so well. When I get to this point, what I'm gonna actually do, as you can see, it's just this tiny line right here, maybe like this much. So what I'm gonna do is cut that off, mold this whole piece in, and have it just like the G80, where there's a little notch right here. So it's going to be smooth, and then a small notch goes inside. I think it's going to look great. Then the rear bumper is not going to fit at all. As you can see on the GTR bumper, it's nice and flat, that fits the coupes. And now look at the wagon. So it goes straight, then it dips, and then it goes down and then up. So I'm going to have to recreate that dip onto this bumper. So I'm gonna have to trim here and here, probably 2 inches down, make my own little footstep, and then it could clear that. But let me see if I can find the damage. I think it was on this side. Yeah, so there's like a nice impact right here, which sucks. And this side I left completely empty just to show you the difference of how wide it's gonna be. So look at that, absolutely nothing, and then a good 3 to 4 inches in the rear, and the front's a little out more than it should be, but the front bumper is exactly how wide it's going to be, and that looks insane. So seriously, can't wait to put this on. This thing, I've been waiting for about 6-7 weeks now just to get it. They were running into issues with staff, being understaffed, couldn't do it. So now that I finally have it, I was supposed to have 15 weeks to do this, but they kind of, like I said, ran into some issues, so it took longer. It was supposed to take between 3 to 5 weeks, and it took about 7, almost 8 weeks. Well, actually no, it took 7 weeks to make, and then another week to ship, so it was definitely 8 weeks. I was waiting 2 months, so I lost a lot of time to actually get to do this. So we're gonna have to really do this quickly, because this Saturday, today is Wednesday, this Saturday I'm doing the manual swap in this car. So we have everything already pulled, sitting in the back there. Might be either part of this video or it might be part of a different video, but everything was removed. I swapped over the bushes, I made it super stiff, so now it's short throws and there's no wobble whatsoever. So I got to show you a video on that. It's super cool, but I'm just so hyped. Just look at that, can't wait. It's been a long time coming. It's been a dream of mine for a while to do this. No one has done it, and it's official. First GTR in the world is going to be made. No one has done it yet. There's a render going online, but it's not the DTM. So there's a total of like 4 GTR kits. One was made by BMW that was never produced. Another one was by DTM Fiberworks, which is this style. It was actually raced later on. DTM is actually one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest company in the US to produce fiberglass kits and body kits for BMWs. There's also a Flossman kit that's very similar to this, but it has a little bit different features. And the third one, I don't know the name of, but it's a little different. Andre actually did it after he did this on the, after he created the first Need for Speed GTR. He bought the kit. I need to find it and I'll post it here, all the 4 different kits. But none of those 4 kits have ever been on a wagon, so this is going to be the first. Definitely excited to do it, and I really can't wait. I mean, maybe one day I'll get to do the one that's from Need for Speed, but I tried to get it from the company. It was kind of hard. They didn't really want to work with me on the price. It was just too much when I with COVID. It was a little bit over like $3,500, and I got this again sponsored by DTM. So thank you guys so much again for sponsoring me. I think it's going to be the craziest build that you will get to showcase on your website, because once this is done, I think it's going to blow everyone's mind. So super hyped, just very excited to do this. A bunch of stuff is different like I mentioned, but side skirts should fit because technically they're identical. The only thing I'm going to have to trim is right here. So we'll probably have to cut. So we'll probably have to cut like this much, like I said, 2 inches, just so it clears that. Front bumper I don't have to trim at all, except probably for the inside where the wheel turns, because I'm running really big wheels that I kind of want to show you. I have them back there, but they're special, so I don't want to show them just yet because they're going to look so sick. But yeah, I'm so excited to have this thing done. I really can't wait to do the manual swap on Saturday. So we actually can't use these headlights, but good thing we have the parts car right here, because I'll be able to take all those headlights and swap it onto this, because this kit's the coupe, as I mentioned. So I'm gonna have to get a different hood. Might try to use the coupe hood, but I think it's a little shorter. If I'm not mistaken, maybe it's even longer. If it's longer, that's better, because then I don't have to cut too much of the fender. But really won't know anything for sure until I remove the front bumper off the car, put this bumper on, start mocking up the side fenders, and then start mocking up the rear. I have about 9 or 10 weeks to do this, and my goal is just to have the kit on the car. I'm not going to mold it because it's freezing. It's only the middle of winter, so we still have a lot to go before it gets warmer. And fiberglass cracks, if I start molding everything right now, it might crack. So I have to do it when it's nice and hot out, so all the air bubbles are out and I can work on it properly. But for now, just so sick. Just look at how wide it's going to be. That is wild. I'm definitely super hyped right now. But that will do it for this video, you guys. I'm super hyped. Hopefully in the next video I'll show you the manual swapped and us either trimming the rears and installing, or doing the side skirts first. But either way, wherever we're going to start, we're going to start, and this thing's going to look so sick. Just look how awesome it looks. I'm really excited for this build. You guys have no idea. So there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're excited as I am. If you haven't yet, definitely like, subscribe. It helps out the channel. I was going to do a side exit exhaust in this car, but since I was going to drive my kids around in it, I might wait a little bit. But thinking about it, I might just get an X5 or something for the kids and full send on this car. It's going to be wild, so definitely you don't want to miss it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.